Woo-wee! Happy 4th of July, everybody. Well, we're getting the fireworks, but they're going the wrong direction. They're going down. I don't know, wrong direction, I guess, is kind of a matter of perspective. If either you want it to or you don't. We all want to see it go up, but we all kind of want to see it go down if we're being, painfully honest with each other. And so I'm loving this. I'm loving this because I'm planned for it. I'm watching silver is picking up a green, and by God, I'm going to get exactly what I said I was going to do. It's going to be an amazing time when I unload that silver and throw over. I want to share this with you. I don't often do this. I don't like to, flex what I've got, but when I do this, I will level up in the XRP rich list bracket. I will be very, very high up, higher than some countries. To give you a rough idea, let's just say that. And personally, we're going to have a little talk about goals at the end of this. I'm going to give you a little pep talk. I did this once already. I'm going to do it a little bit more professionally because I think it's time for you guys to have the talk that you need to hear. Bullshit time's over, guys. It's getting real quick. So let's go ahead and take a look at where we're at here. So the RSI is diving. We are now below support and vectoring down super hard. Hang on just a second here. And I think that we're probably going to go considerably lower. This is a hard, almost straight down dive. And so purple is performing admirably. I said we were going to get a super hardcore move comparatively, and we're already at 14%, actually picking up speed. I think we got even more than that now, probably closer to 15. But the MACD is doing the same thing. It's diving down almost straight down, and this is not going to end right here where we're at. So highly likely, I could probably change the color of that purple, but just know we are going to hit this. I have no doubt in my mind that we're going to hit this. Now there's a little bit of spark of optimistic good news on the backside of this, but I'm gonna hit you with all the bad news first before I show you the new upward revision on the call. The Anubis just re-racked here. So we've got this cluster that we're dealing in. We've checked off that one, and now we got two more to check off. So we'll be going about here and about here probably tonight. Probably tonight, definitely by Friday. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday, on into Monday, no doubt in my mind that we're going to be down in here. Now we have crossed a support line here. We have jumped out of the trend line here, and so that's very important to note as well. So we've jumped out of a trend line that's run since clear back here in May of 2024. And so now that we're in or below that trend line, we're going to start respecting things under the trend line, meaning that basically we're going to be kind of in this general area until later. So it's very possible we could go down here, hang around for a little bit, possibly dip down lower. So I don't want to make any calls too far in the future, but I'm feeling the red box big time. Certainly the purple line dips to the top of the red box because we do have a call right here and right here. Now let's zoom out and I want to show you a few things here. So time to revisit some old calls that are going to come back to haunt the optimistic. So remember, there's calls clear down here at 10 cents. There's calls clear down here at 222. I'll give Joe his due. I just put it down there just for shits and giggles, but we do have an ISIS line down here at 7.5 cents. It's a dual AI line, as a matter of fact. And so it starts at 9 cents, ends at about 7.5 cents. Double calls slightly above. Double calls right here. Double calls right here. They're all over the board. So anything inside of this is at play right now. My honest assessment right now is most of the support comes right through. If you just take this, you can see where I would come to this conclusion. Most of the activity will be centered around this red box. This is 50% of this double call right here, dead center in the middle of this red box. So are we going to hit the red box? I think absolutely we will at about probably 35 cents, which is where we got bing ping right here. We've got one here that checked off. So a lot of cluster activity here from 35 down to about 20, 35 to 25. Let's just call it that. So we don't want to get too far ahead of ourselves, but certainly looking like it. Now, if we want to just kind of take it a little bit further, we do have velocity here that if we open to move, we can close it, and we can close it right down here on this dual AI line. I'll just leave that just keep that in the back of your mind here. So I'm remaking this video, so I gotta make sure I cover all my points here. So should this be the Armageddon bloodbath that I was telling you was coming in the backside of summer? Seems a little soon to me. So I question any kind of shenanigans. Certainly, this is a downward shenanigan when everybody was so bullish, and I told you I felt very, very bad. I had very bad feeling about all the bullishness I was hearing. It's not going to end well. With everybody agreeing that it's going up, it's not going to end well. And so I said it, and sure enough, within hours, down she goes. And so could this just be wiping out the optimist? Yes, that's part and parcel to it a little bit. I firmly believe that's a goodly amount of this. Just humbling the optimists. Now, can we go lower? Sure, we probably can. Realistically, though, this red box is about where I call for reassessment. I think we're pretty much on a downward trajectory with enough red coming and enough downward action on the RSI and MACD to get us to the top of the red box, if not in. So we've only got, just to kind of give you perspective on that, just to get to the top of the red box is only 10.25%. To get to that call in there, it's only 16.5 or 16.75. That's not a really big stretch of the imagination. All it takes is a couple of bad days or one really, really bad day. Uh, and certainly now you know how I just hate to attach anything related to politics or news to this because it's just so not absolutely related, but you can see some coming together of this. And I had another one of my little just epiphanies that I think that they've lost control of the money narrative. So if I'm telling you that I'm thinking that it makes all the sense in the world on the trajectory that we were doing, to start to see with Putin's move on Ukraine and whatever having to happen during the summertime, people getting worried about that, wars going on. Let's not forget about the battleships in Cuba's harbor and everything else. We haven't even really gotten to that. We're all concerned about the debate and are they going to chuck Biden out on his butt and replace him with God knows what. A lot of bad shit's coming. Take your pick. And so I think that this is going to spur people to go, oh shit, I need me some silver, and that's what's going to drive this up. Is this silver? Counting on it. Because people traditionally always go grabbing metals when they're scared. They just always do. And so this is baked into the cake. I fully expected this. I was hoping upon hope and basically watching. It was a little doubtful there for a while, but we went off the path, but we're right back on. Crypto is a new thing. People don't know if they can believe in crypto. So they're like, oh shit, I need to get out of the crypto and get into some metals, man, something I can hold in my hand. So it makes all the sense in the world that the lesser sophisticated investors are going to want, grab up something that they can keep, store in the basement, put in their car, run across the border with, do whatever. So it's working out well for me. And then when the dust finally settles in 2025, I'll be on the right side of the fence holding a whole lot of XRP, a whole lot. And hopefully you will be too. So that's basically what I'm looking at right now is I'm watching this, and then I will give you the directions. Will we go further? But I want to see us get past this. I'll try to give you something simple to watch for. I want to see us get out of that right there, because I think that's ultimately what's going to cause us a little bit of a jiggle sideways. We could get to about 70% of that, which would be right here on this blue line, and dive again. So, and that would be July 24th. So highly possible that we could do that. In fact, I think I'll leave that there because I'm kind of feeling it, and so I think I'll leave that on the chart just to go back and re-reference, just to give you an I told you so. So we'll leave that there. All right. So now the motivational part of the show here. It's been weighing pretty heavy on my mind. And I've said it, and I've said it, and I've said it. I'm trying to give you the fatherly advice that you need to hear here. Daddy is going to give you some medicine, so sit down and listen. I'm hearing all of you. quite a few of you have started to resubscribe because you know there's a stir in the air. And I've had 15 new people resubscribe, or 15 old schoolers resubscribe today because they're coming back because they know where to come to get the right information. So I want to be able to give you that information and make sure you're prepared to activate on it or to take action on it. No secret, I have been harping at you about sell your crap. Get out in the garage and sell it. I'm not telling you to take a second job. I'm not telling you to sell blood, although you probably could. I'm do the easy thing. Unburden your life with the shit you don't need. You're going to have a new life. You can go buy better crap. Get that shit out of your garage or out of your house while people still got money to buy crap. Sell your kindling to the dead is basically the old saying. You don't need it. You're going to have enough money to buy something better if you do what I'm suggesting. This is a game. I want to tell you a little story. I'm going to tell you a story in a story because God knows I never do that. So going back to reference the thing that happened this first part of this spring. If you remember my story or my little anecdote about how there was a guy that was at Casey's. I go do my midnight run for Diet Pepsi, and about a mile and a half from my house, and I roll in, and there's a vet sitting in his car, looking disheveled, clearly not in good shape. Car is not in good shape. The whole car, he's living in his car. And he sees me and can't even make eye contact. He's like, "Oh, can you help me? I haven't ate for such and such days, and can't have gas to get back to Chicago or whatever." I'm like, "Come on, man." And I took him into Casey's and I bought him a $100 gift certificate. I bought him a gift card. I said, whatever you want to eat, get it. It's on me. Get it. And I gave him a $100 gift card, so that'll get you home. And so now that's all well and good, and this is not about me and all the good things that I do. But this is about the observers. And I've told you the story before a little bit, but I want to tell you a little bit more as it applies to you. Through my career as a real estate teacher and as an author and a speaker and motivator and whatever all else that I do, and just a good friend, I have a lot of people in my life that know me, know what I'm capable of, know that I'm not full of crap, have seen the results of my actions, yet they take no actions themselves. And the first part of my life was very, very trying because, and you will feel this when you get successful. You will feel this. Some of you already are successful, and you know what I'm about to talk about. When you have it figured out, or think that you do, when you have it figured out, you want to teach everybody. You don't want to keep it to yourself. You want to teach everybody. Oh man, I got this great thing. I just do as I do, you'll have what I have. And it was like, oh, I wish I had. I have a guy that worked for me named Darren. Worked for me forever. When I used to have a really nice Mercedes 500 SEC Silver Arrow. I used to drive around, and Darren, oh man, I want to get me a Mercedes. And I said, do this, do this, do this. And this dude was a real estate investor. He actually bought mortgages for another company, but could never have enough wherewithal. He had more knowledge than I'll ever have, but he couldn't put it to action. He was always, as my billionaire buddy Steve says, Darren's full of gonna do. And I don't want anybody in my orbit that's full of gonna do, because gonna do never does. And so the reason why I'm telling you this story is to get back to Casey's. I had probably 4 or 5 people that night that witnessed what I did for this vet. And they were all like, oh, that's just I want to be able to do stuff. That's so cool, blah, blah, blah. And they're just all observant. And, me, I can't shut my mouth. So I'm just like, listen, you could all do this stuff too. Well, I don't have any money. And then I have 2 or 3 people that know me because I'm in there all the time with my cars. And they're like, oh man, I want a car like that. I'm like, really? You want a car like that? Let me show you how to do it. And I show them. And, I don't download crypto to people because I know it's like drinking out of a fire hose when you do that. So when I talk to people, I'm like, here's what you do. You get a Coinbase account. What do I do next? You get a Coinbase account. And then you talk to me. I'm in here every damn night. Just when you get a Coinbase account, do this tonight. When you go home tonight, get a Coinbase account. Go to Coinbase.com, set that up, get a hold of me tomorrow. I'll tell you the next step. It's only 3 steps. You guys know this. It's only 3 steps. Go to Coinbase.com, KYC, give them a bank account, buy what I tell you to buy. You're done. You're done. But how many of those people do you think have actually done it? So now you've told me you want to change your life. You told me that you have, all these dreams and hopes and how you're going to set the world on fire, but You won't take the lighter out of your pocket, or you won't, as my dad said, you won't take the match out of the book, and you won't strike it. What good is intention without action? The Amish have a saying: pray, but move your feet. Even the Amish know you got to fucking do something. God's not going to bring it to you. You got to be responsible for your own destiny. And so why I say this and why I tell you this is because it's weighing very heavy on me as I watch some of you, because I know a lot about some of you guys and how hard things are for you right now. But I also know that you're wasting a lot of time doing nothing with the time that you've got. And you are watching this go lower and lower and lower. And you know I told you this was coming. You're paying me to tell you that this is coming, and you're not getting ready for it. And so it weighs very heavily on me to know that, because I want to give you value. I want to change your life, because for me, the most important thing in the world, the reason why I'm in here doing what I'm doing, is because I want to change lives. And if you won't help me help you, what are we doing? You've got to take action. And so I have told you and told you and told you, don't waste your time. Every single moment of your life needs to be about generating a couple extra bucks. Take back pop cans, sell the crap in your car, have a yard sale, pawn something, sell something, get rid of whatever. You got shit in your life that you don't need. Get rid of it. This is a game that I played with myself pretty much my entire life. What is a better, higher purpose? Or what's better? This plus something better is kind of the name of the game. So if I have, let's say, for example, if I have something worth $1, okay, is it really that important to me? Because what does that represent? It represents so much more if I repurpose it. So I'll give you a real world example. If I'm holding, I'll just say Pokemon card. If I have a Pokemon card that I can sell for $1 and someone will give me $1 for it, is that Pokemon card worth to me anything more than $1 or sentimental value? What am I going to do with a Pokemon card? Am I going to retire with it? Or I'm going to pay hospital bills with it? Is it going to give me a bypass surgery, later on? Is it going to put my family on vacation? Is it going to set up my great grandkids? Not at all. But if I sell that and I get the $1 and I buy 4 XRP at 25 cents, now I've got something that will hit $36,000 per XRP. Now I've got life-changing money. So you tell me, what's that Pokemon card worth? And you have to approach every single thing in your life around you, the things that you're looking at as you're listening to the sound of my voice. Is it worth hanging on to? This or something better? If you look at the something better, you're going to change your life. This is why I was able to come back from the Philippines and do what I did as fast as I did it. I came back with nothing in my pocket, and I focused only on bigger and better, taking something, selling it, get something better, take something, sell it. It's work, but you need to do the work, because the more work you do right now, just getting rid of a couple of things in your life, put it on Facebook, whatever, turn it into that cash and be ready for that dip. Because when that dip comes, you're never going to have to work an honest day in your life ever again. And I mean all of you, not just a few. You guys are up in the diamonds and platinum pros and whatever. But it's weighing very heavily on my heart that some of you guys are just, you're hearing me, but you're not hearing me. If you knew how many people I have stood in front of on stages, in speaking engagements, person to person, whatever, in the course of my business life, that have told me they want a better life but will not strike that match. You're not going to set the world on fire. You're just not. So it's the 4th of July. I think it's time for a revolution. It's time for a personal revolution. So, pep talk over. Happy 4th of July, everybody.